On basketball tonight, it was a busy night around the city. The Benton boys hosted one of the best teams from Kansas in Blue Valley Northwest. Plus, the Lafayette boys finally had their first home game of the regular season tonight, hosting Hogan Prep. Both Central Hoops teams were playing at home as well, welcoming in Fort Osage. And in Weston, it was a KCI Conference rivalry clash as West Platte hosted Mid-Buchanan. Highlights of all these games and more coming up on Basketball Tonight.
If they been against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up. If they been against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. We putting in work every night till the sun up. Completing the mission, I'm getting right on it. And stay on my pivot, no knocking me off it. We ain't worried about that, they just talking. Know you the one when you link up with bosses. And we stay in the gym cause we ballin'. Call on them out cause it's shots that I'm calling. Where they at, bring them out, now they stallin'. Do them however, whenever they want it. Get to the bed cause that's all I be rolling. Stepped in the arena, show me my opponent. We unstoppable, so that mean you can't tell us what not to do. Take them out, that's exactly what I'ma do. We invincible, but we know how to move just to get to you. Give our L's and the shoe who we give it to. Planning to win and that's just what we stick it to. We came marching in, they ain't have to invite us, we barging in. When we shoot then they know where the target is. We do nothing for free so we charging them. If they been against us, we coming. If they been against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up.
Welcome back to the 8th edition of Basketball Tonight, our online web-only high school basketball show. I'm Brett Kennedy. He's Anthony Crane. Anthony, not a lot of tournaments this week, but we still had a whole heck of a lot of conference matchups around the area.
Don't worry, the tournaments are coming back. But yeah,
man.
It's nice to get into some individual matchups.
Yeah.
Good one down the south end. Some good basketball going around tonight.
Yeah, there was good games all over. Let's start things out with Central, the high school Indians there, hosting Fort Osage tonight in a battle of the Indians. Boys game, we start 7-7 on the season. They're coming in. Again, tied at 28 at the break. Amante Henderson transition past the defender off the glass. These trade buckets. Jax Navarro going right down the right side of the lane for Osage. Later in the third, Henderson from way outside for three. Fort Osage through three leads 49-41 going into the fourth quarter. Early in the final quarter, Cole Haas, the hoop and the harm for the Central Indians. 3-point play. Other end, Isaac Woodward, the bucket and the foul. Central battles back in. Markel Mayfield, step back three. That's good. He scored 5 consecutive points, 59-58 Central with under 4 to play. A bit later, Javon Jackson dishes to Haas for the 2. But Fort Osage able to outlast Central, taking a 1-point lead with just seconds remaining. They beat Central tonight 68-65. Tough loss for Central. Let's go to the girls matchup between the two schools. Roger Smith's squad trying to grab win number 5. 5 more wins that they had last year. Second quarter, 11-6. Fort Osage, Nicole Bisbee through the lane for the easy 2. Central, though, battling. Gabby Root, the floater, getting the bucket to go. Central trying to knock off the 10-5 Fort Osage squad, battling the 3 ball there. 17-12 Fort Osage at the half. Second half, Fort Osage trying to stay in front. They go on to win this one by the final score of 34-25.
Let's go to the MEC. Benton boys hosting Blue Valley Northwest. This team is 10th in 6A in Kansas. First possession in this one, Mock Mayhem. Can't get his ball the first time, gets his own board, puts it in as Benton takes early lead. Garlington, he's off the glass, ties this one at 2. Fritz, busy in the first quarter, open, he had 8. Fritz again, this time from the corner, hand in his face, gets it to fall. Huskies led 21-8 after 1. Liam Malchotes dishes to Miles Bacali. Bacali hits the bunny. Second half, Bacali continues to torment the defense. Guess who? Bacali, but misses this one. Mayhem there.
The big man.
He gets the and one. Don't worry, more Bacali. He drives, fakes, fades, drops that one.
Too smooth.
And who else? Bacali somehow gets that one to fall and one. Mayhem, using his size, ties this one at 50 with a minute to go. Huskies run it down to 2 seconds. Heim drains it from the elbow. Huskies up 52-50, 2.8 seconds to go. Bacali to Simmons. back to Pachali. He drives, he takes the final shot just off. Benton falls 52-50. Lafayette boys hoops had its first home game of the season tonight, and we're almost done with the month of January. Irish hosting Hogan Prep. First quarter, Antonio Williams pulls up the knocks down the long two. Williams, not done, setting the tone early. Just a bit later, Williams on the wing for three. That's good, 7-1 Irish early. Lafayette never really gives Hogan Prep a chance to get going. Williams off the steal all alone, lays it in for another two. The Fighting Irish handled business tonight. In this one, they beat Hogan Prep 52-24.
The Savannah boys were on the road taking on Bramer in one of Bramer's rescheduled games after being suspended from the conference. And the boys of Bramer, they fall to Savannah 42-32. Savannah was supposed to play this morning against Hogan Prep. That game did not happen. Hogan Prep did not show up to play. The 15-1 Bishop of Blonde boys basketball team was at Cameron this evening against the Dragons. Early in this one, Golden Eagles building a lead. Trey Ike going to the hoop. Does number 4, the big senior, with the finish. LeBlanc playing well tonight in conference action. Ike doing well in the paint, too. Going through multiple defenders with the finish. LeBlanc able to win this one 64-40. They have 14 straight wins now. They haven't lost since early December. Bishop of Blonde girls team was at Maryville this evening, taking on the Spoof Hounds. Jalea Price on the break, keeping it herself. Getting the finger roll there. Spoof Hounds passing it around. Price fakes the three, drives, and hits the J. Then later, Briley Ackland from the corner for 3. That's good. Alyssa Cunningham early on trickles the twine. And Maryville goes on to win this one 61-42. Let's go to the KCI Conference. West Platte hosted Mid-Buchanan this evening in Weston, starting with the boys' game. 7-7 Dragons against the 8-4 Blue Jays. Mid-Buchanan turns the ball over to junior Drake Montez. Doing it all himself, the Euro step down the floor for West Platte. Then, Blue Jays pushing the ball down the floor. Senior Dalton Woodard, the easy 2 points down the court. Then it's another senior for the Blue Jays, Kane Cogan, the big tall quarterback, at the top of the key for 3. Swish, he's fired up about it. But not as fired up as Bryce Kemper was for the Dragons. The power of the mustache, it inspires all. Sophomore Ian Campbell gets the block. He's not done, taking it back the other way and knocking down the jumper. Special sophomore, he can do it all. Then it's another Campbell, Carter Campbell, being found inside for 2 more mid-buck points. Later, now it's West Platte turning the ball over to Ian Campbell. Check the nice feed inside to Chris Koalevich for the finish. Mid-Buchanan still not done. Junior Laken Swenson found alone in the corner for 3. Mid-Buchanan wins 63-45. They're 8-7 on the season. Let's go to the girls' matchup between the two schools. Carly Moss and the Lady Dragons, 12-3 on the season coming in. Mackenzie Reagan and West Platte at 7-6. Sophomore Maya Dillman for mid-buck, going right to the rack for the Lady Dragons and the finish. West Platte would charge back in the second half. Junior Blair McHenry going right through the defense. She finished with 8 points. The Blue Jay mascot cheering on the comeback, or trying to anyway. Terrifying mascot, by the way. Then the Blue Jays get it to senior Sam Baker, working on the baseline. No, definitely not. Led the West Platte Blue Jay, Lady Jays with 13 points tonight, did Baker. That came Mid-Buchanan, though. Lady Dragons to Dillman, wide open in the paint, 2 of her 10 points. Then West Platte's going to turn this ball over. And Mid-Buchanan's London Wilson, she led the team with 12 points tonight. She's going to find the freshman Tatum Moss for the and one inside. 10 points for Moss. Lady Dragons win 42-38 to improve to 13-3 on the season.
Staying in the KCI, the Hamilton basketball team hosted North Platte tonight. North Platte sweeps Hamilton. Boys win 67-52. Girls win big, 79-26.
And we also heard Brendan Matt scored his 1,000th career point tonight for North Platte, so congrats to him.
Attaboy. The Lathrop basketball teams drove right down the road to East Buchanan and Gower. East Buchanan basketball splits with Lathrop tonight. Girls lose 38-49. Boys win 81-35. Right down the road in Plattsburgh, the Tigers hosted Lawson this evening. Cardinals sweeping the Tigers. Boys win 51-44. Girls win 39-28.
Switching over to the Grand River Conference, great one in Gallatin tonight as the 12-3 Bulldog boys hosted 11-4 Maysville. Gallatin wins a close game, 51-45. And let's go to the girls matchup between Maysville and Gallatin. Gallatin won 55-18. The North Andrew basketball teams hosted Albany this evening in Rosendale, starting with the boys game. Junior Braxton Linville on the drive and the finish for the bucket there, the big senior. Then later, junior Mason Nestor, right before the first quarter ends, at the buzzer, drains it. Big time three-pointer. Cardinals later working it inside. Watch number 21, Avery Miller, working down low with the finish for the and one. North Andrew hangs on to win 49-46. Now for the girls matchup between Albany and North Andrew. Thank you to Albany TV, by the way, for this footage.
Those guys are the best.
They do a very great job indeed. Ellie Lawrence, the Euro step down the floor, the senior for North Andrew. Here comes Albany, though. Sophomore Caitlin Bunker, the jumper for the Lady Warriors. But North Andrew, they advance the ball, and who else but inside with the jumper does the senior Ellie Lawrence. North Andrew wins 37-22. The St. Joseph Christian basketball teams in Princeton this evening. Tough night for St. Joseph Christian, the Lions. Princeton boys win by 20, 80-60, and the Princeton girls win as well, 58-31. Moving
16-0.
I know. They're having a great year, the Princeton boys. Moving on to Pattonsburg, where the Panthers hosted Stanberry tonight. Stanberry takes tough games over Pattonsburg. Stanberry boys win 53-36. Stanberry girls win 45-32. The Trenton basketball teams welcomed in Polo tonight. Polo boys win 50-47. Great game there. The Polo girls lose big time. Trenton's got a good team this year, though, 62-28.
Worth County basketball is on the road to North Harrison tonight in Eagleville. Worth County boys win 52-44. Girls get the win 44-24. In Bethany, South Harrison hoops hosted Putnam County. Putnam County boys win in overtime 74-66. South Harrison girls win their game 61-49. Let's go to the matchup between Mound City and Northeast Nottoway. Good night to be a Panther. The boys win 76-33. Girls get the 36-29 win. Let's go to DCAB now as the basketball team hosted Nottoway Valley this evening. Get started with the girls game. This one shot off the mark. Ava Graham there to clean it up. Paige Hansen from the corner. She knocks down the jumper, nothing but net. This time, Peyton Linville just steals that one away, dishes to Hansen. She gets the finish and the foul. Savannah Marriott drives, one hand. Nice touch on that one. Other end, Graham swatting that one to rush goal.
Ooh, man.
Graham now, offensive end. She gets the finish. Linville gets the miss and the finish. Nottoway Valley gets the 62-33 win. Now 17-1 on the year.
Just a freight train so far, man.
In the boys matchup between Nottoway Valley and DCAB, not a great night for DCAB as they fall 74-9.
My goodness. In Rockport, their basketball teams welcomed in King City. The Rockport boys, they get the win 70-55, and the King City girls, they fall to Rockport as well, 47-25. Both Rockport teams having great seasons. Switching to Hopkins, where North Nottoway hosted Platte Valley basketball. Platte Valley girls, they win 40-20. The North Nottoway boys, they would fall 67-44 to Platte Valley. Next, let's go to Stewartsville Osborne as the Wildcards went up against East Atchison. Stewartsville Osborne boys win their game 71-65. Great game there.
Good one.
Yeah, East Atchison girls win theirs as well, 58-23 over Stewartsville Osborne. And in Oregon, South Holt basketball hosted Union Star. South Holt boys win 73-15. Union Star girls win 33-23. Let's go to the Kansas side of things. Atchison High School, the boys basketball team, faced Tonganoxie tonight in the semifinals of the Tonganoxie tournament. Atchison won 73-57. So the Phoenix will face Eudora in the championship tomorrow of that tournament at 6 p.m. Atchison girls, they hosted Topeka this evening. Atchison would fall big, 49-17.
Riverside boys basketball team was facing Pleasant Ridge in the 5th place game in the McLouth tournament tonight. Riverside won that one 63-53. Doniphan West boys basketball team was taking on Blue Valley Randolph tonight in the consolation game of the TVL Conference tournament in Frankfort, Kansas. Don't know where that is. Blue Valley boys beat Doniphan West 65-54.
Woo! A lot of basketball. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm overcoming a cold, so as you can tell, a little stuffed up. But hey, a lot of good basketball tonight.
Yeah. Miles Bachali, what a game from him.
Man,
he was awesome. He was, especially they go down 21-8.
Yeah.
I go cut some highlights, come back, and they're right back in it.
Yeah, I mean Benton's they've got a tough ride until Lincoln Goodwin comes back.
Yeah.
But that was a tough team that they faced tonight. One of the best teams in Kansas.
That's soon, hopefully.
Yeah, and some statement wins for Mid-Buck in Weston against West Platte.
They needed a good win.
They needed some good
Especially
wins.
The boys.
Yeah.
And
West Platte boys are good this year. I mean, Drake Montez is a good player. KCI, as always, they've got some good basketball there, and just cannot wait. There's going to be some big tournaments next week. King City hosting a tournament. Who else? We've got North Platte. Hamilton's hosting the tournament. So we'll have a lot of tournament action next week for you for the 9th edition. Man, I can't believe we're on 9 of this show already. 9th edition next week of Basketball Tonight. We'll be right back here at next Friday at 10:35. Might be our last one for a week if we end up going to Hamilton, or if we end up going to New Orleans. Knock on wood. If the Kansas City Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl, we'll see what happens there. But for now, that's Basketball Tonight, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
If they pen against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. Putting in work every night till the sun up. If they pen against us, we coming. Running with steppers and trumpets and drummers. They want the beef, you could call me a hunter. We putting in work every night till the sun up.